Hi.
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So last time we were working with your toaster oven, and today I thought we would do a little bit of review since we already talked about some spreading and some slicing. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And then, so last time, before we even start doing some spreading and some slicing, you told me that you've never worked with a double-sided spatula, right?
Correct.
So I actually brought different examples on the counter space. So of course you have your regular spatula. If you want to play around with or like explore and feel them.
Okay.
So you have two different kinds of double-sided spatulas in your hand. Yes. So that is, so the one, if you want to grab one at a time to go over them. So that way, for it being double-sided, they meet up and they're flat together, the two spatulas.
Yeah.
So for this, it's really helpful, like making grilled cheese, to take both sides, and that bottom one comes right under. Yes.
Okay.
And you always want to flip inwards.
Flip inwards.
Yes.
Okay.
I know you're ambidextrous, so love seeing you work with both hands as well. And so right now, it's good to grip, but maybe sometimes you want to choke up on it a little bit, just to maybe get a little bit further away if something splatters. Like bacon sometimes can splatter, so even coming back a little bit more.
I feel like it's kind of difficult if I choke up. It's like
Okay, harder for you to grip it?
Yeah.
It's just a tip sometimes, because I know for like me, when I make bacon, it splatters, so I like to stand back a little bit and maybe not get my hand as close.
Excuse me.
No, you're okay. So that's just one of them. The other double-sided spatula, if you want to play around with that, they're kind of similar to like tongs. So it's kind of like they're both facing outwards.
I feel like I want to use this as much, to be
Yeah.
honest.
No, I get it. It's not. Also, these guys, the spatulas are a little bit smaller than the other guy. So it's just a good example, just different examples for you as well, right? And with these guys, you see, you can pull it out, and so that it's like bigger and they stay together for like closing it in your counter space, your cupboards.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So that's just a good example as well.
Yeah.
So I brought all three.
I think I'm going to use this one.
So do you want to practice with it a little bit, maybe?
Sure.
Do you want to grab the bread and we'll put it on a plate?
Okay.
And just even starting off that way.
What?
I was just saying, just getting started with, just getting the motions of using the double-sided spatula.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sorry, I think I just worded it a little
No, I
funny.
really like how you're using the bread, so we're not wasting any bacon, because I love my bacon.
And you like your veggie bacon, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Good. You're gonna teach me something new, because I've never made veggie bacon.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun.
So a little tip, you really want to almost like bend your elbow up a little bit to really get under.
Ooh.
Does that help a little bit so that you can get under a little bit more?
Kinda.
Like,
I think I just have to practice really like getting under it. But
Yeah.
I see what you mean by the elbow technique. That does help.
That's the way I think, just pulling back so then it's easier for you to dip down a little bit.
And like kind of pulling it towards the 12 o'clock of the plate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just gets slippery.
It honestly happens to all of us. If we were ever doing like something on the stove, something that we may use in the future is like a splash guard to help hold it in place.
Gotcha. Sometimes. What? I don't know.
Yeah, but I can see it can be a little difficult, especially on this surface. Why don't we actually switch it to like a cutting board? You want to use the cutting board instead of the plate? I think it's just getting caught too much under the plate.
Yeah.
So maybe the cutting board might give a little bit.
A little bit.
It's catching a little bit. I can see where it's.
I'm gonna try on the tray.
Okay.
Because it kind of resembles like a pan, sort of. Yeah.
That I think it also has better contrast, right?
Yeah.
On the orange and.
Well, I can see that.
You can see that,
yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That feels a little bit of a better motion.
Spatula, it's a game changer.
Isn't it? It's a great tool. And I think for this one too, I don't know if it's this one, you can sometimes even remove one of the spatulas to create like a single one.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so then you just have a single spatula if you need be.
That's really
But
cool.
you feel comfortable doing that inside motion?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it on my right a few times though,
Okay.
just in case I need to use one hand and not the other.
No, I get that. It's however comfortable you are. It's a new tool. It's something that you're like, this bread right now is light. So
Yeah.
eventually getting into like maybe a hot sandwich might be a little harder, like and heavier. But do you feel the weight? Like you know that you have grabbed it because of the weight, right? You
Yeah.
feel that difference?
I can hear it too.
Yeah. You can hear when it scrapes. And you
Yeah.
hear when it catches.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna do one.
As long as you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Did you want to do left hand or you're
I did-
comfortable?
I did
Okay,
left
you
hand.
did. Alright, so why don't we move that bread off since we're gonna just work on spreading. But yeah, let's focus on spreading. As long as you're comfortable with that, it's good to just get some practice in.
Okay. I'm gonna use with the butter, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just 'cause I can see it. Is it okay if I eat some of my crust?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I'm sorry.
Hungry today?
Just a little bit.
Some pretty good bread though.
That's good bread.
Do you want to use a different slice or are you going to use that one?
I'll just use this one.
Okay. Since you're already using it.
Mm-hmm. Now should I use my spoon or my knife or does it matter?
What do you prefer?
I kind of don't want to touch, like rub my finger on it.
Do you know how to use the knife and instead of using your finger, taking the tip of the knife with the spoon?
Yeah, going like closer to the edge and kind of dipping
Yeah.
it down. Yeah. It's kind of stuck just because it's been in the fridge, but that's okay. I can use the spoon. That's okay. I wash my hands just so you know.
I like the finger technique too. I know you said you kind of didn't want to get it on your finger,
Worst
and then
case
it's
scenario, if I gotta use it, I gotta use it. Oh, crust to crust.
yeah. Like you said, this butter's a little harder right now, so it might be a
Yeah.
little bit harder to spread. But do you feel the softness of the butter?
Yeah. I'm trying to use the circular technique, but it's kind of not working.
It's not just working. Hey, sometimes that's gonna happen. Sometimes you're gonna get
That's
hard butter, and it's gonna just be a little bit trickier to spread. I think even like right now, like you feeling the resistance and everything,
Yeah.
where like you feel more of the resistance on here because of the harder butter.
Yeah.
I get that if you make toast sometimes, you know, if you don't get enough butter and you hear the scraping motion.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like how you're moving from top to bottom, left to right, and
Yeah.
rotating.
Excuse me, I need to. My nose is running. I gotta go catch it.